happy Friday. Happy Friday Night Live. Okay, looking good. So, I think that's pretty straight. I'll wait a little bit just to get a little organized. And actually, I'm gonna. Oh, I'm like, what am I seeing? I'm seeing my iPad and a couple of things. There we go. That gives you a better picture. So anyway, happy Friday Live. So tonight I am going to scrapbook 3 photos. And these are 3 photos from a scrapbook retreat in quotes that I did with a friend in March. So normally we would have been gone on a scrapbook retreat that did take place that weekend, but I was unsure if I should do it or not because I was moving or was in the midst of starting to move, and she had something else going on. So we just took a day and scrapbook together. And now that I think about it, that was a really important day. Besides spending time with her, I found the apartment that I'm living in on that day. So anyway, so I really wanted to get this scrapbooked, and then there's a story behind these shamrock shakes that I'll talk about because I have a single picture that's from the same day that I'm probably going to scrapbook tonight as well too. So if you saw my live video last week about the Doodlebug cute and crafty line, I'm going to use that tonight. So like right away, I think this needs to be used because this is a doodle pop, and it's a little scrap bag, and oh my gosh, so darn cute, you know, and that would be perfect for this. And I'm going back and forth about how to like arrange these. It actually might be cuter there, because we're looking this way, and my photo of this is kind of going this way as well, but this is busy, so I kind of like that in the center between the two things that feel less busy. Not sure. And then here's a doodle pop of some of the sprinkles and a camera. So they actually have this doodle pop as well. So I have that. I have the odds and ends, which is the more ephemera pack. I have the chit chat, which is more words, that kind of a thing. So I can use that. And then I have the icon stickers, so that if I don't like this motif here, I can use this one. There's a cell phone here. I'm not sure if that's in, oh yeah, there is I think that's in here as well too. Oh, maybe it's not. I thought it looks like it is. Huh. I can't find it on the back of here, but I think there's a cell phone in here too. Oh yeah, there it is. Which would be funny because we take pictures together all the time, so that would be hilarious. I'm going to pull that out. Sometimes I'll do that if I see a motif, I'll do it. So, you know, and that can go up on paper, whatever. But lots of cute things, ink and washi and pencil cups and all sorts of good stuff. Here's a sticker of the doodle pop and punches, glue, that kind of stuff. So anyway, and then there is a large sticker sheet for that. So that's kind of fun. And then all the papers. And this is a really cute cut apart sheet as well too. This is cute. Thanks for helping me keep it together. So these can be used on your scrapbook pages and also as parts of a card kind of a thing. So this, like, take time to do whatever makes you happy might be good. I don't see that there's necessarily a journaling piece in that one. I think they do with this line have like tags and a pack of like tags and that kind of stuff that you could use for journaling, but I did not get that. I didn't get everything. Oh, and I just saw in here there's a girlfriend's and a friend's here, so might want to think about using some of those. So They're Paint Nobody Like You, very cute. Everything is better with friends. So we'll see. We'll get that figured out. So let's look first at what kind of papers I might want to use. I think this paper, sometimes I'll use, if I use a paper and I take a photograph scrapbooking it, I won't use necessarily that paper, but I like using papers from that line, which I don't have, but I think this would be cute to do it. And I still have quite a few papers left. I did scrapbook a layout of my grandson. Oh, look at that hot pink. Oh, that's really cute. So that would be cute. Okay. You know what I need to do here is use this hot pink, chop it to where I think I want it to be, and then glue it to another piece of paper, like white or something like that, because then I can save it. I know. Oh, here's some. Oh, and that's cute, because that's that little icon guy. Although, with the way these go, it would probably be better if I had something more horizontal. So my Ellie Studio often will work with this. Hey, Kristen. Good to see you. The other reason that I kind of like this idea is that this friend of mine really, she owns a dance studio, and her colors are hot pink. So that would be really fun. Okay, so I think I have an idea of what I want to do. Now, what I could do also is use just a piece of cardstock that I don't think I'm going to use and do it that way as well too. So we'll see. And then I'm thinking on the join, I should use a piece of washi tape. So I'll get my washi. For those of you who may not have seen this, this is my washi storage container. You can get it at Michael's. It's literally says washi tape storage case on it. But wait until they go 50% off, because they do it all the time. And I think it's like 20, well, it's probably, it was $25 when I bought it. I'm not sure if it still is. But then there's the glorious washi, and then there's these trays. So yes, I have a lot of washi. Actually, this is cute. This is Doodlebug. Oh wait, maybe that's not Doodlebug. Yeah, it is Doodlebug. I also have some Bella Boulevard over here too. But that would be maybe kind of cute to use with this. I'm going to pull that out because I could use that as my, I could use it as my border, or I might use something else that's more solid color. So let's, well, I'm going to chop this, but let's put these, I was going to say, let's put these down. I wonder if I have, I bet I have the other side of this. What I did when I store them, when it's new like this, let's see if I can show you. So this is the A side and this is the B side, and I turn them so I like see one of each. So, well, Penny, then you need that washi storage container because Penny says she has a lot of washi. Oh, and I forgot about this one too. This is a cute little piece. Oh, and there's this darling car that says loads of fun. Now, I was being really good and I did not take a lot. And I think that car appears as a die cut. It does. And it might appear as a sticker too. See, this is what happens. Oh, there's that. That says Girls Weekend though. This is what happens. It's like squirrel. There's so much pretty stuff to figure out because this is so new. So like make time to make stuff would be cute. So I could do some sort of maybe start a cluster here with this guy, you know, up in here, then have like my journaling stuff down here in a cluster. And then if I drop this down a little bit, I could put something up here as well too, as another little piece. And I might not use my Doodle Pop on this because I'm thinking some of this other stuff might be really flat, so I could always use that sticker too. So I have lots of options here. And I need to get those girlfriend stickers in there. I think this Loads of Fun would be fun. I might cut the pink border off of that though because it's close to this. So the first thing I need to do is chop this and decide where it's going. Or not chop it, but decide where these are going. And now I've cut these photos, but these two are, well, this one is definitely longer. So I'm going to just use my really precise cutting instrument here, my scissors. I don't mind if they're close sometimes, but I like them to have about the same border. Okay, so that did it. And I'm thinking that's kind of a good space if I'm going to be putting something up there. You kind of want to think about that if you're thinking about adding something up on top. And that's a perfect height of photos. So, hi Harmony. Yes, it is a nice collection, isn't it? So those of you that don't know the history, this collection is Harmony's fault because I was on a stash freeze. I still am. And then she told me about this collection, and I had some scrapbooking pictures to scrapbook. But then you guys and your lovely watching, YouTube sent me a little, well, they don't send you a check. They put it in a bank account. But YouTube gave me a little check, and I was able to go through and buy this. So now here's the other thing. Generally, I don't like my top and bottom borders to be exactly the same, which means 4, and I just want to see how many inches this would be. So it would be not quite 6 inches. So I think that would be good. Sorry about the motorcycle, you guys. That's what happens when I have my window open. I do live not too far from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and so if you know anything about motorcycles, that's where the home of Harley Davidson, and so we have a lot of Harleys running around. Okay, I think I'm going to put this on just some white cardstock, and if I can find my white that's not textured. I have some, although I have a lot of really fairly inexpensive textured cardstock. Let me just make sure that this is 12 by 12. If it's not, I can always trim it later. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than 12 by 12. So this is how we're just going to put this together. So, anyway. So Harmony's fault that I have this collection, but thanks Harmony for the tip because it's so darn cute. And there's so many embellishments in it, and Doodlebug is one of those collections that their colors are true across all collections. So if you have one Doodlebug collection, you can mix it with others, which is really nice. Okay, so that's down. And then we just have to put this one down. And I think I'll do it from the bottom, so that should be pretty close. Because then I'm imagining whatever washi or strip I use will cover that join there. Of course, this is hard to get it straight here. Okay. So there we go. And see, this definitely needs some sort of piece in the middle. Oh, and Doodlebug does provide you with a couple of different things. So they have a border paper. So happy. There's this cute little crafty scissors here. There's buttons. It was not my best day ever. I mean, it was a lovely day, but it wasn't my best day ever. Happy Crafter. There's a pencil. I think I'm kind of liking this scissors piece here. So I'm going to cut right into the middle of this, of course. By the way, I didn't tell you what this paper was. I should be telling you that. That is the Pretty in Pink paper. So this piece right there. So let me grab, there is a darling little ruler in this border strip too. I could have also used some of the border stickers, but these scissors are awfully cute, and maybe I will now. Now the one thing I want to make sure is that this width and that width is not the same. That's not pleasing to your eye, at least to mine. Okay, I think it'll be okay if I just do it like this. And then you'll see, okay, so there it is without the border. Yeah, the ruler border is super cute, Harmony. I'm going to butt this right up to that dot there. So there it is without it, and there it is with it. And I think that makes a huge difference overall. There we go. Okay, just gonna get this. Isn't completely glued down here. And I will have to come back. Maybe I'll just do it now. This white cardstock, which I have run into this before with this, is actually wider than 12 by 12. It's like a 1/16 of an inch wider. So if I ever use it to do exactly what I just did here, I need to trim it off a little bit. Okay, so we have that. This is kind of cute. Every day is a good day to craft. Big piece. We have our friend there, but I think I like... Oh, and then I have that loads of fun. Let's see, how big is this block? It's like 2 and a little bit bigger than 2 1/4. Let's cut this out. So I really like how that looks. Oh, Carmody says she has a 00 enamel pin. It's really cute. Those are darling. They do a ton of those pins now. Now, I could ink these, but I'm not going to. So if I did this, then maybe I could come in with some sort of label from Ellie's Studio. Let's see if I can come up with one that might work here. That could work. And let's see, I have loads of these labels. Loads and loads and loads. And I just saw that they do a sheet of navy in their, what do I want to call it, in their printables that I think I'm going to have to buy. And that I don't limit myself because those are things that I print over and over and over again. Hey, Cynthia. Oh, I have not talked about that yet, Harmony. I did say that I have another photo here that we'll probably do tonight, and I'm drinking the mint shake here, and I'll tell you the story then, because there is a story behind why I do that. Not every year, but most years. The pink is just a little bit off here. That would work. I think I want a little bit of a bigger label. There's a nice little label too. For some reason I'm feeling yellow. I wish they would wish Ellie's Studio would just do a sheet of one color of label. That would be really lovely. I know Nicole Jones does that. Nicole Jones 911. Okay, so let's see how I can make this work now. And maybe I'm gonna go grab some wax paper here so I can kind of move this around. Yes, that is a shamrock shake from McDonald's, actually, is what that is, because this was back in March. Okay, so if we do this, and then that, there's a lot of words here. And then the details. That feels like a lot of stuff in one spot and a lot of words, but might be okay. And actually I think that's better than just that, because that feels like that's not big enough. But we do have stickers and stuff I can use too as well. So if we did that, and then we did this little bag here, and I might put this up on foam tape if I do this. I want to take up all that space of the wood floor that's behind the scrap bag there. And I did take a picture of that scrap bag because one of my friends who also happens to be a client of mine that gave that to me. I'm not as wild about that as I thought I was going to be. Maybe that's where that goes. Oh my gosh, if I don't use the scrap, maybe this is where we use the scrap bag. Yeah. I think that's a little bit better there. And then maybe now I do use this as a doodle pop. So this will have the dimension. Yep, okay. That's why don't commit to anything, because I said I'm not going to do that, and what did I do? I did it. Okay, so I'm just going to put it down on this side. This I should trim because I've got another color just on the edge. I probably won't see it, but just in case. Figure out how we want to do this here. Okay, kind of like that because I'm watching this so that I'm not seeing like the white through here. Like I'm seeing the yellow there. There was a little corner of this up there that I don't want to see. Kind of get that straight. Probably should put some adhesive on it though. Oh my gosh, this is such a cute collection. Thank you, Harmony, for helping me be bad. Okay, then I could add like a label up in here too, so that I could tell the story a little bit more in depth. And I kind of like that pink one. So then I would like probably a third embellishment. I do want to write, let's see, what did I say? There's girlfriends and there's scrap and there's friends. And girlfriends is white. That's too much white going on up there, but that might be able to go up there once I decide what's going on there. Brands, no, maybe I have to cut the little pieces out of here. Okay, yeah, let's use this yellow here. And I know that's different from that yellow, but that's fine. So this has little corners, and sometimes I'll just take my corner rounder and chomp it out of there. Okay, just about done. Okay, as I scrapbooked between yesterday and today, I did 6 double page layouts. I videoed 4 or 5 of them. I'm trying to get ahead because life is about to really take off for me. And I'm going to be really busy, so I'm trying to get ahead a few weeks. And I had M number 2's birthday in March to scrapbook. I hadn't done that yet. And I still actually have M number 3 to do as well. Their birthdays are only 3 weeks apart. Okay, so there's the friends. And I think that goes nicely across that. And then I'll put, I'm just going to make sure that there's no phone. There is a phone on the sticker sheet here, but it's a little bit small. So I think we'll keep that there. Okay, so I really love this collection. How could we not, right? And I know that Doodlebug's a little juvenile, but it's so cute. Like, you know, with little things with faces in it. I obviously cannot resist it. Okay, so then we'll just get that guy up there. Like I said, that's appropriate because we take a lot of pictures together. And then I need probably one more thing up here, I said. And I'm just thinking maybe one of these chatty things here. Let's see, there's Born to Craft, Picture Perfect, Craftiness is Happiness, Friends Stick Together. That one's cute and it's kind of orange. Let's see if I can find that one. So these are the ones that you shop till you drop. Let's see if we like this up here. That feels a little bright. Hey, Debbie. North Carolina, one of my favorite states. I always said that if I wasn't thinking about retiring someday to Arizona, I would retire to the Asheville area. I love that area. So this Eat, Sleep, Craft, Repeat normally would be true for us, but we didn't do that in this one. So anyway, I absolutely love North Carolina. I am so glad there's you. Live, Love, Create. Harmony says she's been a Doodlebug fan since she started scrapbooking in 2001, but sometimes she has to cover faces. You know, you can only stand so many faces. I would agree with that too, because so many things have faces and you don't always want it to be that kind of goofy. Okay, and maybe I can use a little icon here. Like they have cute little buttons in here. There's a pencil sharpener. Here's a little yellow flower. That would be like those gorgeous little Doodlebug flowers. Oh man, I love those things. Oh, and I was thinking I should find a blue one, but when I did the layout about teaching M number 1 to scrapbook, I used it. Oh, Harmony's a little bit over an hour from Asheville. That's easily drivable. Look at you guys, it's a Raskog cart. I mean, oh my gosh, killer. Anyway. I'll have to remember that the next time I am in the North Carolina area. Scrappy friends to visit. Okay. Just using up I put my foam tape on a little dish right in front of me if I have pieces left. So that makes it really easy to use it up. Of course, not if you're not handling it properly. And then I think, of course, we need to have some enamel dots here, right? And I did not buy the ones for this collection because I have so many. Oh, okay. Harmony, you said the 2 magic words in my life, Gatlinburg or Asheville. I love Gatlinburg as well, too. Not necessarily the downtown area. We have an area in Wisconsin called Wisconsin Dells that's very similar to Gatlinburg. But I love the area outside of it. I'm just wondering if maybe I should get like a little piece here in here too, like a couple of extra little pieces, or a little blue over here. This one's kind of calling for something to me. We'll see what happens to the other one once I get this one down. They're here or here. I think there. So we have one here, one here. One there only makes sense. Here's a green sticker. That might work. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, here we go. Right there. Just put a little bit of... Oh, and I forgot about my tape here. But I love the scissors here. And I lost my giant roll of foam tape, although it's not so giant. Remember when this thing used to be like this? I love them when you first get them because they're like a, weapon almost. Hey, Michelle from Western Wisconsin. Kelly from Southeastern Wisconsin. Whoopsie. I went to school in Western Wisconsin at Stout. Depending, you know, you don't have to throw out there where you're from if you don't want to. But yeah, and my sister went to the Turbo in La Crosse, so I'm really familiar with that area, those two areas. Okay, so I'm really liking this, and I guess the title of this is going to be "Every Day is a Good Day to Craft," because I'm not putting any more stuff on here except for enamel dots. That was one thing, and I'm going to see if I can find some blue. I think that would be nice. There's some blue, some Doodlebug blue. Now I have lots of things other than Doodlebug. Okay, so let's get some Doodlebug turquoise in. Like this needs some turquoise, and so does that. I think I want, you know, the turquoise to be a little bit more prominent there. And then we'll see if I do another color. You know what I'm doing with that guy? It's getting tucked, right? That's the big one. Actually, the big one should go down here, where it won't be quite as noticeable. That little guy there. And then because I'm using Doodlebug, the nice thing is that everything will work here. So maybe some of the acidy green, since there's so much of that in this collection. There's a big green one there, so I think we'll use a smaller one. And then maybe the orange, just because I have a lot of this one. That's a good reason to use something, right? And that could be out here. I guess I'm gonna make it go adjacent because that's what I've done. Oh, this guy came off. Okay, so then we need, actually, that's green. Orange would be good here. Except you can't see it, so maybe yellow? That same size as the other one. So yellow, and then orange over here. And that one we'll do in the big one. So 3, 3, and I need yellow or orange there. So I've got green, turquoise. Oh, and I didn't do a green one over here. So let's do an orange one here. Just tuck it over here. Sometimes I find it hard to do enamel dots around banners just because they're so thin, if I'm doing 3 of them. Okay, so I think that's good. There's layout number 1. The Doodlebug craftiness has commenced. It's just so cute, I can hardly stand it. So this is the Cute and Crafty collection. And that's me and a good friend of mine who is a scrapbooker. Thank goodness for scrappy friends in real life and on the internet, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna try to, I have all my ephemera stuff out of their packages. So actually I only have them out of the one, which is the Chit Chat package. So I guess I can throw this on the floor. Oh, thanks, Gail. Thanks, Harmony. Yeah, it turned out really cute. But how can it not be cute considering where it's starting from, right? Okay, and maybe, I'm not going to throw that on the floor because I'm going to use Doodlebug for my next one, which is this one. So the story behind this is a Shamrock Shake. And when I was young, I was probably about 9. We didn't get to do a lot with my dad. He worked really hard, so, you know, he was gone a lot. And he wanted to go look at a car in a town not too far from us. And so I went with him. And they had a McDonald's and we did not. And Shamrock Shakes had just come out. So he took me for, while we were in that town, we went and got a Shamrock Shake. So that has remained one of my favorite childhood memories. And my dad has been gone for 14, it'll be 14 years in the beginning of August. So in less than a month. And so most years I have just one Shamrock Shake in his honor, but they're yummy. And this year I actually had 2 because I had done one before this, and then my friend said, hey, did you get your Shamrock Shake? Because she knows that. And I said, yeah. And she said, let's go get another one. And I said, okay. So there's that. Anyway, so I have a little bit of a Doodlebug St. Patrick's Day collection here, and I don't know if I have anything I can use from this for this layout, but we're gonna see. Oh, this would make Shamel happy. Actually, now that I think about it, she's doing a whole rainbow theme thing. I think in August, or wait, no, that's right now. So that would be fun to have some rainbow. I like that. Maybe what we're going to do today is piece together another paper here. I just covered mine. Let's see. Do that. Or that. Feels, this feels a little, oh, actually, what might be fun is if I use that shamrock border. Okay, let's look at it going this way. Oh, Susan, that's sweet that you were able to spend that time with them. I get to spend time with my 4 M's this weekend, which I'm very excited about. Okay. Still not quite sure how we're piecing this. Playing around. Like, is that big piece there? And then the little piece. And I'm looking this way. I actually think it needs to flip back around the other way. Okay. So at least I have an idea of how I want to piece this now. The question is, I think I'm going to do it on another piece of cardstock again. And this time, because I am pretty close in a lot of measurements there, I'm going to measure this paper and cut off that extra part that's not 12 by 12, where it's that 1/16 of an inch bigger than 12 by 12. It's one thing I like about my Caterpillar Pro trimmer is that it will cut tiny, tiny little pieces like that. Okay, so although it made this one edge really raggy here. Hold on a second. Yeah, it made it worse now. This is really cheap cardstock. I think this is Michael's or something. Okay, so let's get, yeah, now I need to cut that. So what I'm going to do here is make sure to square this up. This is one of the nice things about having a mat. And then when I click, ooh. Although the design really is this way, not this way. So I guess we're going back to the plaid, unless I, It's just short of what I need here. That's too much. I do like that piece. Oh, and I probably will want to mount that on something, but I can mount that on white. Back to this again to see what I think. This is not normally the way I would do a portrait photo, but I'm going to use it because I love this shamrock paper so much. This is the Doodlebug Lots of Luck collection from 2018. So I've used it a ton to make St. Patrick's Day cards. I am partially Irish, so it's kind of a big thing in my family. Actually, although the funny part is I send them to my mom, who is not at all Irish. And she's the one I went to Ireland with. Okay. I almost have that. Let's see how big this is going to be. Oh, you know what I could do? Oh, yeah, it's too big. I was going to say I could do... let's see what this looks like now. Yeah, I think that has to stay on top. All right. There's not really, this isn't really that big of a struggle, but the other thing I can do is do it with, let's look at what this looks like if I like it with this stripe here. Because we could do that stripe and then like this in the middle. That's probably a little bit better. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to cut that so it's almost all the way to the top. Okay, I just think that's a better, it looks a little nicer to me. And then I won't use that stripe because I already have a diagonal stripe on here. And I like the idea of seeing a shamrock because it is a shamrock shake. I almost forgot, this is short to that other side. So I want to make sure that I get that right on this side. Okay, I like using scraps. So now, too much. Okay, so let's do, I'm going to do about 5 dots here and see how it looks. I'm having a really hard time seeing this through my trimmer because there's a border on the back of this. It's making it there. I like that. I like how that looks. Okay. Now the question is, where are we putting that? And this is probably the one with all the cards on it. Oh, although I have one that says Lucky Me. And then one that says Here's to You. Which this is really close, but I'm going to make this work. So it's really, it's really close to that top. But since this is in honor of my dad, now I know that's a green beer, and this is not a beer, it's a Shamrock Shake, but I think that works. And what I'll do is I'm going to trim it really close all around the words of the card so that it doesn't look unnatural. So everything is trimmed close. There we go. We have that. Get this border on here. Oh, I know why I was doing this, because I wanted to see if I want to go half and half. If I want to bring it up like a little closer to the top, which is I think what I'm going to do. Let's bring it just a little closer to the top. You guys, as long as I have you here and I'm thinking about it, I am not going to be live for sure next weekend. Things are getting wild here. Yeah, that's too much. So the weekend after that, I think I'll be able to go live. Looking to see, like, do I have anything in? That paint splatter's a little bit too close. I do have some pink in here. See if I can pull out. I like pink and green together a lot. Child of the 80s, all those Lacoste shirts and things. Anybody else remember those? Just thinking, do I want to like layer this somehow? I'm going to chop this one off too. And then I could always add in some sort of journaling piece here. Maybe down there in a blue. Of course, I have yet to decide what this is going to be. Look at this. I don't have that much blue in here. Turquoise. Turquoise is almost non-existent here. No, that can't be, can it? Maybe it is. Oh no, here we go. Like, where's all my turquoise? Although this is, let's see. This is one of those things that, as you're doing collages and stuff like that, if you're doing what I'm doing here, just keep putting stuff down. If you think it looks awful, just keep going, because it eventually it will start to look better. The one thing I don't like about this is the contrast there. There's that little favorite. That's kind of cute. It is a favorite memory, so that works. And since I don't own any shamrocks, that totally makes sense. Oh, celebrate family. And what I'll probably do is, I don't know, an enamel dot or something there. Currently, this I could bring down here a little bit too if I wanted to. Actually, I don't want to do that yet because I want to see what I have to go behind here. And maybe it should be a yellow. So let me see what I have in Doodlebug yellows or any yellows. And I have a couple of, I think, Doodlebug, oh, I have some Bella Boulevard yellows. Thought I'd just grab, okay. There's two, but I thought I had a Doodlebug yellow here. I'm looking through all those lovely paper trays I own. Here we go. Yeah, that would look good on that. So I could do it with the heart too as well. But I think I want to go just plain yellow here. Just pop that on that, and I'm going to give it a decent-ish border here. Be good if I could get it similar on two sides, though. So you guys, yesterday while I was watching the Bucks game, well, yesterday before that, and then while I was watching the Bucks game, I went through, that would be the Milwaukee Bucks. They're basketball players. I should make sure that people know that, actually. They're playing in the NBA Finals right now. So anyway, while I was doing that yesterday, I edited 288 photos and picked the order up today. And I just process at Walmart. I am not a photo snob, so at all. Just trying to decide how I want to tuck these guys here. Happiness. This can come down even a little bit further if I want to do this. Actually, I can just cover that corner up there too, though. So this guy's a little short from what I'd really like him to be. Look at the celebrate family up in here. Okay, I'm going to need to get this down because everything keeps shifting on me. And do I have that high enough up? There we go. And my idea is that I'm going to add some sort of gold accents to this since I don't have any shamrocks. Now you can make them. I've done this before. I might have even been on a live with you guys. But you can take hearts and make shamrocks. But those would be pretty big. I don't have hearts tiny enough that I would probably want to do it. So I'll probably just do some sort of gold heart, or we'll figure that out. I'm also not going to ink this, which I could do. Oh, and we're hearing a child screaming. That's good. My neighbors have a little girl, I think, if I remember correctly. I've not met them. Anyway. All the 4Ms and I are doing our favorite thing one of our favorite summer things this weekend. We are going to a place called Bookworm Gardens, and they bring storybooks alive. So they have like the tree from Winnie the Pooh. They have a cabin from Little House on the Prairie. They have chairs from the Three Bears. They have the potting shed from Peter Rabbit. And then I don't know if they're going to do this now because they didn't have it last year, but they did. They used to have these. Well, they still have them, but stone pillars, and then they would have laminated copies of the books, and you could sit and read with the kids that you were there with. That was so cool. They did not have it last year because of COVID. But so the 4Ms and I, this will be the, let me think, the 5th year we've gone. Yeah, the 5th year we've gone. So the first time it was with the 2 oldest M's, and then 2 years ago we brought M number 3, who's my granddaughter, with us, and this year M number 4 gets to come, but Mommy's coming with us as well. So she asked if I would like her to come with us. Just because, you know, that's a lot of kids for me to handle. And M number 4 is still kind of hinky about other people. He's a COVID baby, so he didn't get to see a lot of people. And so, anyway, so she's going to come with us, and I'm looking forward to showing her. I think she really wanted to see, you know, what it was all about. Maybe this currently needs to go here. I think so, instead of up there. If I had like a tab or something, I could do that. I'm just looking to see if I can see my sticker sheet. But I think the crafty one was all about, the tabs were crafty. Yeah. There is a love this arrow though. Let me see if this will work. Yeah, it is really fun, Susan. It's really cool. I'm just going to add that in there. There's not much up there anyway. And I almost feel like we need some orange down here or something now. Let's see. See if I have another sticker. So that came off the crafty one. Food. Okay, so I know that says currently hello, but I'm okay with that. So now I have a little bit of that orange coming down there too. So I didn't get that because the tab here just said friends, which would have been appropriate on the other one, but not on this one so much. So there we go. There's a little bit of collaging. And now I want to add in some other things. So here I have some gold glitter, which I think would be cool to add in. These don't, oh my gosh, look at you guys. There's a shamrock on this. Well, that's definitely going in here. Have to do that. Now let's see. There's triangles. I think I've used all the hearts off of that one. But I've got dots and the heart and little arrows on this. And I think we're going to use this. Gonna sprinkle some gold all around because it's, you know, St. Patrick's Day. That one is a little, it's almost exactly the same as the other one, so I'm not loving that. Okay, so then we need shapes other than arrows. I might take some of these off because it feels like I have too many on here now. I just want something different, I guess. Okay, there we go. So I have a bunch of these. So they can be like big glittery dots. There's a third one here. I kind of like the idea of this heart, but maybe not. I like the idea of the heart, but I don't like the heart. It felt less like a sprinkle and more like a train wreck. That may just have, I may have to just deal with that, unless I decide I like this little heart here. Okay. There, I think I like that a little bit better. Okay, so then I used a lot of the circles, took off the arrows just because I didn't like them. And now we have some sprinkly stuff and a big shamrock. So yeah, leprechaun gold and what luck, very cute. Yes, it definitely was meant to be there, that's for sure. So I think if I hadn't put this favorite down, I probably would have put that there. I could still move that, but I don't think, I don't know. I don't think it's, let's see. And then these guys could go up here. Nah, I like it better the other way. Okay, we'll put that there. Ah, yes. All right, you guys. So that one's done. So then I have plenty of space to journal about the Shamrock Shake, which I've done a layout about this often. So it's not like I haven't talked about this story. It's just, you know, it's kind of nice to do that. And I could add some enamel dots in here, but I think for me, if I start doing that, it's going to feel like it's too much. You know, I think, let me just try and see what I think. If I add like one in here and here and here. I guess that's okay. So that gets another little bit of color sprinkled in and around. And I had 3 of them, so let's get them used up on a page. I almost said rid of them, but I don't want it to feel like that to get rid of them. I like them. So, okay. So that's it's all Doodlebug tonight, right? So there's the Doodlebug St. Patrick's Day collection. And I think I'll think about this, you know, here's to you, because this is a toast for my dad. So there's that, and then this is the one, woo, that's a lot of scared pattern together. There's the other one for the scrapbooky, the new Cute and Crafty collection. So I really, there's just something about when you use Doodlebug, it just, your layouts are cute. How can they not be? Because the collections are so cute, right? So, all right, so I won't be live next weekend for sure. Maybe, I think the weekend after that I'll be able to do it, and then I'll probably have 2 weekends where I will not be live after that. I've got some plans going on. So yes, Harmony said Doodlebug makes her happy. It makes me happy too. Oh, and I could have actually used my Nouveau drops. I didn't even think about it on here. And they're sitting right in front of me, so I used the gold. I did figure out, I put them on a layout, and they were really thick. So, because I've had them forever and haven't used them, so really, you just have to squeeze out the thick part, and then the stuff behind it will come out just fine. So, anyway, so I'll be able to use that. But there is the 2 layouts for tonight, and I really love how they turned out. So fun with all the Doodlebug. So you guys, I hope you guys are having a great evening and have a great weekend. And you know, hope you get some scrappy time in yourselves too. And I will be back in 2 weeks. And I'll see you then. So thanks for joining me tonight, everybody. Bye.